Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We have an update for you in the high-profile case of State of Idaho versus Stacey James Wondra. This is the proceeding that deals with the disappearance and presumed unaliving of Michael Vaughn back in 2021. Last week, as we reported to you, there was a 3-day preliminary hearing in the magistrate court before Judge Lee, where the state of Idaho had the burden to bring forward sufficient evidence in the open and public 3-day proceeding to persuade the judge to bind Mr. Wondra over for a trial, and that is exactly what happened. The court entered an order finding that there was sufficient evidence, that there was probable cause. Now, under the eyes of the law, he is considered innocent until or unless he either pleads guilty or is adjudicated guilty. On the 6th of March, 2026, the matter was transferred from Judge Lee's division in magistrate court to the district court, and a judge was assigned per an order of assignment signed by the administrative judge, and the judge who was named to preside over Idaho versus Wondra was Judge Gabriel J. McCarthy. Judge McCarthy's tenure as the presiding jurist did not last very long, because just 5 days later, the defense filed a motion to disqualify him. The motion to disqualify is pursuant to ICR 25A1, and it reads, "Comes now Stacey James Wondra, the defendant in the above named, by and through counsel Isaiah Govia, State Public Defender's Office, and moves this court for the disqualification of Judge Gabriel McCarthy pursuant to Rule 25A1 of the Idaho Rules of Criminal Procedure." That rule, Idaho Criminal Rule 25, is entitled Disqualification of Judge, and under 25A1 it reads that in all felony and misdemeanor criminal actions, with the exceptions of 2 categories not applicable here, the parties each shall have the right to 1 disqualification without cause of the judge, except as provided in this rule under the following conditions and procedures, and A1 is entitled Motion to Disqualify. 1 day later, on March 12th, a court order hit the docket at 11:48 this morning in Idaho. This is the order to disqualify pursuant to ICR 25A1. It reads, "The above-named defendant having come before this court on the defendant's motion to disqualify in good cause appearing, it is hereby ordered," and this does order, "that the motion to disqualify Judge Gabriel McCarthy is hereby granted. The administrative district court judge from the 3rd Judicial District will assign another judge to this case." It is dated March 12th, 2026. It was signed at 8:58 this morning by Judge McCarthy. So with his pen stroke, he is off this case after less than a week, and we await the court order identifying who will now serve as the district court judge in Idaho versus Wondra. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.